I have to admit that for a long time, I struggled with being able to let go of failures. And it was not just failures in my career, with my performance on the football field, but it was also failures in business, failures in relationships, failures in financial decisions, and even feeling like a failure with being able to maintain a relationship with my daughter. And I really struggled for a long time with not being able to let go of these failures. And I don't know if this is something that you're familiar with or that you've experienced in your life, or you may be experiencing it now. But listen, I just want to give you some tips that I learned that helped me to overcome the feeling of failure and feeling like an absolute loser because of my past mistakes. Being able to let go and move on. The first thing was to change my perception of the situation that I was dealing with. For example, to understand, learn from it, and move on. Because I had to realize that to continuously think about that mistake is just going to present another opportunity for me to make another mistake and another mistake, because I'm dwelling on that mistake. And whatever you think about or whatever you focus on is what you'll experience. So I had to learn to let that go. And even in after retiring and failed businesses and failed financial decisions, I had to learn that in this journey that we call life, there are going to be lessons, sometimes, really hard lessons that you'll experience that you have to learn. But it's all a part of the journey. And it's meant to help you to grow, to become stronger, but not to dwell in it, so that you can make greater decisions later. And the thing also that helped me was I would close my eyes, take a deep breath, and I would say, I give myself permission to let this go. I give myself permission to let this go. I give myself permission to let this go. And a deep breath afterwards. And see, what that does is that when you feel it, you really get in tune with your body, with your spirit, and feel it in your heart space and not your head. Because see, with you being able to let go of past failures is not always a logical thing. It's not always a head thing, but a heart thing. And you have to let it go in your heart, in your emotions, and say it with emotion and feel it. And saying it 3 times helps to really instill it into your subconscious mind. And you think about that failure, and when it comes up, do it again and do it again. It's not a magical cure that's gonna get rid of the failure right away, the feeling of failure right away, of the thoughts. But the more and more that you do this, you practice this, those thoughts will subside. They will subside. So understand that you don't have to beat yourself up for failures. And know that, again, that this life, your life, is a journey and is about continuous growth. And those lessons are necessary for you to grow. Learn from the mistake, move forward, and understand that everything doesn't have to be on you, that there are other people that play a part in your feeling of failure, and that you don't have to hold on to that guilt. Just know that you did the best that you could based on what you knew at the time, based on your mental programming and conditioning. Is you did the best that you could. Move on and grow, because that's what life is all about. Continuously growing and expanding. Now listen, if this video was of use to you, please do me a favor, hit the notification bell, like this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Radical Expansion, so that you can get these videos on a weekly basis. And until next time, much love. Namaste.